Carolyn, and thank you so much to the University Bookstore. It really means a lot to be able to launch the book here, where there's so much support, not only for me, but for my students and family and people I care about whom I care. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the journey of this book, which has been very different from the first two. The first one, I was talking with my daughter this morning as she was doing my hair. Hi, good morning. And saying that the first book was so exciting to write. It was just this thrill of, I'm actually doing this. I'm writing this story, and it was an exciting experience to have. And then to be able to launch it and to see it actually in book form, and people reading it, and people I didn't know telling me things about the characters, about the story, and it was just a thrilling experience to have. And then when I went to sit down and write the second book, of course the panic set in of what if I can't do it again, and what if it was a one-hit wonder and that's it. It's a series of one, which would be quite unfortunate, and make the title really pointless, actually, also. But it wasn't. I was able to do it, and so I think the second one was a lot more fun. It didn't have the thrill, but it was just it was enjoyable. It was knowing that I had done it and that it would have a life of its own, and so it was probably the most enjoyable one to write. And this one was probably actually easily of all three, it was the most difficult to write. It was the most emotional to write, and I think because so many of my own, it's almost like I'm getting into these layers with each of the books. So the first one had sort of my spirit of adventure or intrigue or suspense or codes or things like that, and now getting into the third one, where it has a lot more of what I would think of as kind of like my core beliefs about life, and one of them being the relationship between old people and young people, and which is kind of a theme in the third one, and really has been a theme in my life. And I'm not sure how many people grow up, but as my sisters and I, when we were growing up, we always had a lot of old people around us, and that was just sort of how things were. And it's a very unique experience to be able to be reprimanded by your parents, and then as soon as they're gone, to have your grandparents say, you know what, when they were little, and then go on and on. And it reminds you of the big picture, and it helps you feel more human in your fallibility. And there's just a special relationship that's there between the folks who are at the very beginning and the folks who are well into it. So that's one of the things that appears a lot in the third book. And then another theme that really strikes home for me is the idea of being able to live your life, that it's a gift to you as your life, and that you get to do whatever you want with it. And that as much as your parents or your teacher may tell you to do one thing or another, that no one has the right to live their life and your life also. And that it's never too late. And I don't want to give too much away, although by accident, one student she's not here, one person has already by accident read the book because it went up on Kindle early and it wasn't supposed to. And so, but anyway, she's not here to give it away. But the theme that it's never too late, that if you all of a sudden decide